Na-experience nyo na ba itong mga simptomas na to?
All of us, kahit the happiest of persons, they have this experience once in a while.
O di kaya meron kayong kakilala na nakaranas na nito?
Depression become a norm in their life. No? It takes a lot of their energy and at the same time, yung kanilang attention.
Manood at matuto sa ating programa ngayong Family Matters, handog ng Emmanuel TV Network Philippines. Ako ang inyong host, Pure Ordonia, OCDS. For this, we need an outstanding resource person whose knowledge, wisdom, and experience are extensive. We are blessed and grateful that he gave us this time from his loaded schedule. Actually, he's a Balik ETVN guest whose episode was highly rated. Founder and major animator of Missionary Servants of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, a prolific writer, and an in-demand speaker who graduated with the highest honors in the fields of theological doctrines, church history, and values formation, both here and abroad. Personally, I am proud to call him a friend, a kababayan, and a spiritual advisor. Join me in welcoming Reverend Father Jonathan Advincula Bitoy. Hi, Father! Welcome back to ETVN and another show.
Time, huh?
Yes. Family Matters naman tayo ngayon, Father.
I know.
And we're going into another interesting and sensitive topic. Pero, sige, bumati muna kayo.
Okay.
Kasi I'm sure maraming nanood nung previous show natin, no?
Yes,
So,
yes.
these already have become frequent viewers of ETVN. So, you might want to say hello to them.
Okay. So, magandang umaga mga ETV and viewers namin. No? This is my second time with Pure, and I'm sure some of you probably have seen our segments, and we value a lot yung inyong mga comments. No? Hindi naman ibig sabihin palaging papuri. There are other comments that would help us, hone our craft, and at the same time, may bigay namin kung ano talaga inyong saloobin. So I thank you for all those comments that you have posted. Pangalawa, I'm inviting you to support ETVN kasi kailangan namin na magkaroon kami ng community kung saan ang inyong suporta means a lot kasi mapapatuloy namin ang aming mission. And that is to bring God into our daily lives. Kaya pwede po ibigay niyo ulit ang inyong support upang ipagpapatuloy ang mission namin sa media. Pure?
Thank you for saying that, Father. Very well expressed as expected. Okay, so can we proceed with our topic, no? Because it's really necessary at this point, no?
Yes.
So we're talking about depression in the family, okay? So after seeing the video, anong masasabi nyo? Let's take it from a holistic point of view muna, Father.
Okay.
What is depression in general? And how does it impact the different aspects of a person's life?
Well, I look at depression not in its negative form. Kasi minsan, we need those times kasi it forces us to look into ourselves. I'm looking at it the way Joseph Campbell looked at depression. That we need time to get in touch with our inner self. So for me, it's not something to be afraid of. All of us, kahit the happiest of persons, they have this experience once in a while. Kaya lang, may nakikita ako minsan that depression become a norm in their life. No? It takes a lot of their energy and at the same time, yung kanilang attention. So
Yes,
I guess, ito dapat kailangan na ng tulong. No?
Yes,
It's not anymore just a self-journey to the self, it's something more. At maganda yung sinabi mo that we should not DIY. Papasok dapat ang mga professionals kasi this is their field of expertise. Pero kaming mga pare kasi, our training involves also accompaniment of people. Kasi by and large, mukhang yun yata ang pinakamalaki naming role, no? To accompany them to become better persons. So mayroon kaming trainings on how to deal with certain issues in life of a person. Pero pag nakita namin that this is something more beyond our competence, we have to tell them, seek professional help.
Yes, Father. Kaya minabuti na rin ng ETVN to look at a different angle of depression, which is the spiritual.
Okay.
And we are so happy that you are here to give us your knowledge, experience, and wisdom, especially on this particular aspect of depression.
Okay. So, what I can say is, una, sa mga experiences ko lang, this is not an analysis of depression,
Yes, Father.
but a real-life experience as a pastor. Ang una kong nakikita, if a person is depressed, may effect yan sa kanyang physical self. No? But sometimes you could not see it. Kasi tayong mga Pinoy mahilig mag-ayos eh. So sometimes you look at them, they're so well dressed up, mukhang okay naman, but deep down pala may pinagdadaanan sila. Kaya ang tingin natin dapat hindi lang sa physical, but also we have to exercise empathy. Dapat alam natin kung ano ang nasa loob ng tao. And this is a special skill. No? And sometimes, empathy only happens between friends kasi meron na silang experiences with each other. No? Ang hirap maging empathetic to all kasi it requires a lot of spiritual energies. And sometimes, we just don't have that. No? Meron tayong concern sa buhay, minsan meron din tayong pinagdadaanan, so we are focused on ourselves, not on others. That's why we miss the markers that this person is undergoing some form of depression or may pinagdadaanan in our language.
Yes.
Pero sometimes, kitang-kita, di ba? Hindi nag-aayos. Bakit yung kanyang damit ay hindi maayos, no, crumpled, yung pagbobotones parang hindi tama. May mga telltale signs.
Correct. Katulad ng mga simptomas na linagay natin sa umpisa ng ating programa, Father, right?
Yes. So, yung body is only an expression of the inner self. Kaya yung mind actually is where the problem starts.
Yes.
Sa ating mind. And then it's being expressed in the body. Kaya may connection yung body and mind. No? So yung tao, we do not know kung anong pinagdadaanan niya and what factors affected him. No?
Yes.
At yung physical manifestation could be a sign, it could be a plea for help, or sometimes it's just a marker no? For people around to know what is the inner state of the person. Pero, di ba sabi mo, gusto natin yung spiritual side of it kasi that is where my, more or less my expertise would enter. Yung aking experience sa mga depressed people, may iba't ibang sometimes it's just really psychological, manifested in the physical. Pero lately, at nagtaka ako, pure, kasi I'm not a believer before, no? Nakikita ko, parang meron ding side ang spiritual. And specifically, there are some people who are oppressed. That's why they become depressed.
Right.
And minsan, parang nakikita ko, mayroong manifestation ng influences.
Yes.
Hindi natin masasabing sa evil o hindi natin masasabing sa mga entities. I think we need experts on that again, yung mga exorcist natin.
Yes.
Pero as a priest, may nakikita akong ganyan. So that sets me thinking. Yung ibang cases ba ng depression is actually a provocation that comes from spiritual oppression.
Thank you for that explanation on the body and mind, Father. But of course, as we said earlier in the show, we'd like to look into the spiritual aspect. Okay, so what can you say about that? Depression in terms of what is happening spiritually with a person who has this affliction.
Okay. Well, nung una, I tend to look at depression as only a body-mind continuum. No? Na there is something in your mind that bothers you and it became somehow heavy, kaya naapektuhan ang tao. Kaya may pinagdadaanan siya. But lately, in my experiences, But meron akong nakikita that the spirit also is connected to the body and the mind. In the sense
Okay.
that parang some depressions are also provoked by spiritual, maladies.
Yes, Father.
It could be yung lack of faith. No? It could be the weakening of the will, which gives an opening for entities that we do not know. No?
Yes,
Para
Father.
ma-provoke ka. It could be an oppression, the form of oppression. Okay?
Yes.
So you are oppressed and you feel so helpless, kaya you fall into despair. Or it could also be an obsession. It's a thought na palagi nilang inaano sa iyong mind. At sa ng thought na iyan, no, it recurs, na-ano ka na doon, no? Na-obsessed ka na doon, and then all of a sudden, you have all these fears coming out.
Yes, yes. Okay. So, napaliwanag sa atin ni Father na yung depression ay maaring na-impluwensyahan ng iba't ibang factors, no, sa buhay natin. At ang manifestations na ito ay may kinalaman sa tinatawag na body, mind, and spirit connection. Ano? So ngayon, we're taking into consideration the spiritual aspect of depression. Nabanggit nga ni Father na either na-oppress ang tao, oppression, no? Which means that the effect is coming from the outside, no? External, o di kaya obsession, which means that the thing that is affecting the person is internal or in the person's mind. O marami ng kaalaman yan, mga manonood ng ETVN. Marami pa tayong matututunan sa pagpatuloy natin ng ating programang Family Matters, kung saan ang ating topic ay Depression in the Family.
You're watching ETVN Philippines.